Well, unfortunately, as of last Friday, my high school coaching career, at least for the year 2022, came to an end. But as much as I feel like I tried to give to the players, I got to admit to you that I feel like I got even more than I gave. And so I wanted to share one lesson that I learned during our last game. So I have to kind of set the stage a little bit. We were playing away in Sumter, South Carolina at Lawrence Manning Academy. They were the third seed in our state tournament. We were number 7. And at halftime, it was 8-7, good guys. And after that, so when we came back after the half, there really wasn't a lot of scoring until towards the end. And so with about 5 minutes left, we scored to take the lead again. Completely excited. Kicked our first ever extra point, or maybe one of like 2 for the entire season. Go ahead, again, just elated. Other team gets the ball, drives down the field with 1 minute and 20 seconds left. They score. They take the lead, 28-21. Honestly, 1 minute and 20 seconds left. I wasn't super excited, but I kind of pumped myself up and tried to pump the kids up. And surprisingly, and we were typically more of a run-heavy team, throw the ball down the field, and with 20 seconds left, so we went from 1 minute 20 in a minute, drive the ball all the way down the field, score is 27-26, and here we are for a 2-point conversion to win the game and go to the state championship. Well, we didn't get it, and we lost 28-27 to end the season. I was sad, to be honest. But one of the things that I noticed, and if you've been around high school sports, you know this to be true. After the last game, almost all the players cry, but particularly the seniors. And on this night, as a coach, my heart went out to them as I watched these 18-year-old young men just bawl, inconsolable after the ball game. And I, as a 47-year-old man who was just incredibly grateful for the opportunity to have been a part of it, at least on the inside, I smiled an awful lot. I had had so much fun. And I was struck right there on the field about how important the benefit of perspective is. As a 47-year-old, what I know is these young people will remember this game and what went down just the way I recounted it to you for the rest of their life. Now, as an 18-year-old who's just lost your last football game, or as any of the younger people on that team who are sad for their friends, you can't see the awesomeness in being part of a game like that, but of being able to tell that story someday of how you came back with less than 2 minutes left to go in the game to tie the game. And it sucks to lose, don't get me wrong, but it's an amazing story with the benefit of perspective. In fact, I lost my last high school game by 1 point on a failed 2-point conversion. So, and that was 30 some odd years ago, and I still remember it. They'll remember this forever. But I had the benefit of perspective, to be able to look at it from the outside and to know that someday these young men were going to look back fondly on this moment that in the moment had them crying like a baby. And this season for me, you may have heard me say, this is my favorite time of year, right around Thanksgiving. This week we'll celebrate Thanksgiving here in the U.S. And for me, it's my favorite holiday because it is specifically focused on being grateful. And what I find is that being grateful for me gives me an awful lot of perspective. It's been a challenging year in a lot of ways. But when I look at all the things that we have to be grateful for, I'm just incredibly appreciative of the ability to have perspective. Another thing about perspective is that as professionals, as financial advisors, that's one of the things that we're responsible for maintaining and for helping you with as part of your planning process, is to keep perspective. I think Scott shared a quote in his recent market update email that said that sometimes bear markets have people focus more on days than they do years. And I may have gotten the quote wrong. You can double check his commentary, but the concept is the same. And so, yeah, my hope for you during this holiday season, both Thanksgiving and the Christmas holidays, is that you'll use this time to reflect on all the things that you're grateful for. I tell my kids all the time, if you want to have more good things in your life, be grateful for the things that you already have. And I think that's true of all of us. I hope that you'll have a great holidays. I hope that, again, my sharing of my painful loss, but the gaining of perspective is helpful to you. And please note that during the holidays, our office is open for the most part, with the exception of Thanksgiving Day. And I think it's the day after Christmas. Christmas and maybe a part day. Anyway, if you need us, call us. We're going to be available. And if you're around somebody this holiday season who could benefit from perspective, please know that we're here for you and for them as a resource to give perspective. So if you have a friend, family member, a colleague, or coworker that we can be a resource for, please don't hesitate to reach out. And again, if you need anything during the holidays, all you have to do is let us know. We're here for you, and we're incredibly grateful for you. We look forward to seeing you soon. I'll be back again next month. In the meantime, just give us a shout.